It was good news for all men this weekend, not just the strong ones, when we found out that man flu really does exist. Yes, ladies, there can be no more moaning at us, it really does exist, but with 10 million of us in Britain catching the lurgy every year, what's the best way to combat the cold? And do any of the old wives' tales really work? Joining me now, our very own gadget girl, Liz McClarnon, the medicinal chef, Dale Pinnock. Hi, guys. Nice to see you now. Hello. So, all the old wives' cures, you know?
I know, I mean, what's the one about mustard as a decongestant, Dale?
There's an old one of putting mustard on your chest is supposed to be an expectorant if you've got a cough.
Do you want to try it? Just pull your shirt down.
No, you're right. It's just going to irritate. If you eat it, I mean, it can clear your nose a little bit.
Because it's hot?
Yeah.
Oh, OK, that's cool.
But the rubbing it on is no use at all?
No, it'll just make you smell like a hot dog, that's it.
That's actually quite appealing to me.
Well, I'll try it. No, never mind. Mustard plasters they used to do, didn't they?
What about onions in your socks? I mean, how are you meant to walk? Am I just being really blonde? But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you get your shoe on.
That one's complete rubbish. The only thing that will do is repel family and friends.
But isn't it meant to, like, you know, like, pull the germs away from your feet or something?
No, there was logic in this, because onions were meant to trap things, I think.
They do have some antibacterial properties, but not when you put them on topically.
Don't put them in your sock. Children, don't try this at home with Dad's socks, because he won't thank you very much.
Yeah, he won't be too happy.
So, mustard, no, rubbish.
Onions in
your
socks, no.
No.
What about munching on raw garlic?
Munching on raw garlic? I mean, well, it's going to make you smell like Buffy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's going to make you smell pretty bad. If you actually swallow it rather than chew it, so actually incorporate it into your food, then yes, it can be effective.
Oh. Well, what about if you put it in milk?
In milk?
That's what I heard. If you put it in milk and...
That's horrible.
Why? What are its effective properties when you eat it?
It's the volatile oils, the thing that actually gives it the smell.
Yeah.
When we consume them, our body can only remove them via one route and one route alone, and that's to evaporate them out through our breath.
Right.
As they move through the respiratory tract, they can pick off bugs and viruses that are stuck to the mucous membranes.
Fine.
OK.
Yeah, OK, fine. Just don't come near me. OK, so you won't have a cold. But you can do for us a cold-busting soup, which really will work. OK, so it's the stuff we're going to ingest it, Liz. Actually, that's the thing, isn't it? When it's inside us, that's what really does good. But, of course, what we've got to remember is most colds are viruses.
Yes.
And these, you know, antibacterial soaps, for instance, they'll kill bacteria, but they won't kill viruses, will they?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So apparently it's just the same as washing your hands with soap as opposed to antibacterial soap.
Yeah.
When you've got a virus.
I'm a great believer also, if I can go off on one, about antibodies. You know, do you remember when you were a kid, the northern saying is you'll eat more than a peck of muck before you die. And in the back garden, you're eating worms, you know, and soil and stuff. Building up antibodies.
Workout, absolutely.
All this business now about killing germs on everything. What is a vaccination? A vaccination is the illness, which is in a tiny quantity that you then build up resistance. Don't we need a bit of muck when we're little and during our lives to build up?
Completely.
End of rant.
Well, that's probably why man flu is now official.
Yeah, because I've just had a rant and I've got it. Anyway, you're going to give us a soup which is good for...
Got some goodies. Right, we spoke about garlic already, so there's 4 cloves of that in there.
Yeah, 4 cloves.
That's really powerful stuff.
You like garlic? You're a garlic...
Got some ginger going in. Ginger's anti-inflammatory. You think when you've got a cold and you're bunged up, most of the time it's not because you're full of mucus, it's because the mucus membranes are inflamed. This can take some of that inflammation down, help you breathe a little easier.
I've got a friend who always takes ginger.
Is that why I thought like that, when they've got a cold?
Yeah.
Because you're bugged up. Isn't there a technique for blowing your nose?
Apparently, the main thing to think about is do it gently, because you can get earache, you can block your ears up, and especially for singers, you can't blow your nose in a certain way. You've got to do it really gently.
And one nostril at a time?
One nostril at a time.
And this sounds ridiculous in its detail, but they do say that, don't they? Gently, each side at a time. Sorry, I'm interrupting your recipe.
Got some chilli going in. It's decongestant. Have you ever eaten anything hot? Nose runs?
Yes.
Decongestant.
Oh, so that's the same as the mustard almost, really?
Yeah, much more powerful, though.
Makes sense,
So we've got some red onion going in. Again, that's got some anti-inflammatory stuff going on, and it's antibacterial. Right, shiitake mushrooms. Been studied for over 40 years. They contain a special type of sugar called a polysaccharide that's actually been shown to elevate white blood cell count a little bit. The more white cells you've got in circulation, the better position you are to actually deal with bugs and infections.
This is all making sense now, isn't it? It's not just old wives' tales. There is a reason why X, Y and Z work.
Then we've got these things going in. Goji berries.
Oh, yes.
Like
now, they're meant to cure absolutely everything.
There's been so many ridiculous headlines about these. You believe everything you read, they make you levitate or whatever. Whilst most of that is nonsense, Similar to the shiitake mushrooms, they do contain polysaccharides and also a compound called germanium that regulates immunological response. So.
And that's sweet potato?
Sweet potato. The orange flesh, that's a compound called beta-carotene.
Yep.
That has an anti-inflammatory activity as well, so it's helping to soothe the mucous membrane.
So, tell me about these in. There's nothing going to be inflamed about you at all, is there?
Nothing of an inflammatory nature. So, literally, at that point, you cover it with vegetable stock, simmer it until...
Yeah. Soft.
The sweet potato's soft. Right. Blend it.
And then you're left with this.
Yeah, this is where we get to taste it.
So the key is, and all these things have gone in to make you better. Does it taste any good, you know?
Well, it looks good.
Right,
it looks
OK,
good.
we've got a couple of spoons. There you go.
Thank you.
Let's try. It's incredibly richly coloured.
Yeah,
Look,
beautiful.
A really good yellow ochre. Go on. You're being a bit ginger about that, if you pardon the expression, pardon the pun.
Oh, it's a bit spicy. Oh. It's got a kick. Not congested anymore.
Guess who took a big spoonful? Guess whose eyes are watering? Guess whose throat's burning?
Apart from that, it is very, very tasty.
I was listening when you were putting all those things in there.
When I made that one, the only chilies I could get were Thai bird-eye chilies.
Oh, but they're lovely. It's still lovely.
It is. Actually, it's incredibly tender.
The flavour's amazing, isn't
It is lovely.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
Well, I want to avoid the cold.
Yeah.
I can believe that would do it.
Yeah,
Seriously,
absolutely.
it's very tasty.
It's really tasty.
Very hot, but not burning. You just know it's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the one thing about homemade soups is you know exactly what's in them. That's the thing when you make them at home. The same's true as smoothies, but for both, you need a blender. Time for a road test. Over we go.
Hey.
Hang it out.
Come on, Neil.
Anna and Ben. Now, as you appreciate, this is extraordinarily scientific, this test we're going to do now, so we apologise to the manufacturers if we get it wrong, but we've got 3 different blenders here, different price ranges.
3 different blenders, different price ranges.
Can I have a blender instead of...
Sounds much more interesting,
Is that super just?
Can't feel my tongue.
I'll be better with a blender than a blender, trust me.
So firstly, Alan, you've got the Kenwood Blender. Now this is $25.95.
The inexpensive one.
And yeah, you know, it's got 2 settings, but it does the job. I'm sure it does. I'm just a bit worried it might be a little bit
hold my lid on.
Yeah.
When I can get it on. Yeah, that's fine.
And then Anna, you've got the Philips Advanced Collection, which is $79.95.
Oh, yeah.
Glass.
But it is glass. It looks good.
It's good.
You know, looks a bit sexy, very nice. And then Ben, you've got the Rolls Royce of all blenders. You've got the KitchenAid Artisan Blender, which is, wait for this, $164.95. I mean, it looks great, but really,
It does. Sets off my eyes, doesn't it?
So we've got...
Yes. So now, here's the challenge. You all have 45 seconds to use all of your ingredients, test out your blenders, and whichever blender is the best, we're going to award a prize.
OK.
Can I just ask what we're testing on, like its blendability or its taste?
How well it's blended it.
Oh, OK, so not
taste.
the taste.
We can't blend a blender for the taste, because that's down to us. But the way in which it does it. So put your stuff in, we've got 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Go on, go.
Oh.
Remember to put
Don't
lids
turn it
on.
on yet. Goodness
Remember
me.
to put lids on, though, because that's going to be really...
So a bit nuts.
Yeah, should we just
the
stand a bit
nuts
far
are
away?
important, because we need to see how well it does.
Bananas in there.
Should we take a...
Oh, Anna's being very careful.
Coconut.
Like that.
Anna now.
Oh, Ben's cheating, yeah.
Are we supposed to blend in a...
Yes, need to blend.
No, I know we're going to blend, but I mean... So, I've got a vibrate mode. What do I do with that one?
I think you press the... Yeah, that one's better. Is that yours, Ben? Is that I had a slow start, so if you forget to put the lid on...
That's all right, John, yeah.
Alan's got a problem. OK, stop.
Stop! It's stuck on vibrate. The other one, the other corn. You got stuck on vibrate. What's that for, that one?
Mine didn't blend.
I think we can safely say that hasn't
That's
won.
got halfway. I actually say...
But look at Ben's looks great.
It's a very unscientific...
hang on,
I think you need to take that bit off, love, first.
You get what you pay for, don't you? So I pour that in.
Danny, you're going to have a little taste to sit on. You get what you pay for. Thanks to all my guests today, Stephen Tompkinson,
Ben Shepherd, Liz McClarnon, Dale Pinnock and Anna Richards. And I'm back tomorrow and I'll be baking with Paul Hollywood, who turns out better stuff than me, and asking, should sex toys really be on the shelves of high street chemists? See you then. Awful.